Greetings folks, I've had a few requests lately about how I did the Fat Wing mod to my Sonic Modell Binary. Alan Seymour and Hey Jack FPV, thanks for the question fellows. Probably prompted by some recent high profile stall crashes of other people's Sonic binaries. I did notice on my maiden it was a little bit tip stally, but it was fine as long as you kept flying it with enough speed and didn't try and do slow turns or anything like that. You could see it dropping a wing in the turns. So here's the mod I did, and all I've done is glued some 6mm depron onto the trailing edge of all the way along the wing. The flaps, I'm not using the flaps, they're glued in position at the moment. I didn't feel like I needed the flap facility, and the aileron there as well. I haven't even tapered the 6mm depron, so it's not a great fit. There's the 6mm depron. Hot glue, that's all I've used. As is often the case, I thought I'd just try this quickly, a quick rough and dirty mod, see if it worked. And it just worked so well that I've left it that way. You could refine it quite a lot by maybe using balsa, tapering down the depron. I think the trailing edge of the flap and the aileron is more like 4mm, I suppose. So ideally you would thin down the depron if you could. I've used some 3mm depron on the corner here. Just glued that on, bent it into shape, taped it on. I have got some packing tape covering the joins just to smooth it out a bit. Pretty rough and ready, but it really does a great job. It means you can fly it a lot slower and just not be concerned about dropping it in a tip stall. I have crashed it myself due to a tip stall while I was flying with iNav. I think that was more due to iNav over operating the rudder in a return to home. I've found that iNav really doesn't understand rudder all that well, overuses it in the return to home, so I tend to turn off yaw assist. That gets rid of the problem, or just use very low rudder throws. But simple as that. I can give you the dimensions that I've used. So here, right at the root, we have 40mm, then it starts tapering down from here to here, 30mm there, 30mm down to 20mm. So 40 there to there, and then sort of tapering from 30 down to 20 out of the tip there. Works really well. Give it a go. It'll make it's still a very good model. I still quite like it. It'll make it a nice, slower flying cargo plane almost style. You could also totally remove the aileron and the flap and replace them with balsa. I think what I've done is lined up the top of the depron, the top surfaces, so the bottom surface actually scoops down a little bit, so it's almost like a under camber. It does give you a very large aileron, so of course you have to be careful of your throws, but it works well. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the question, Alan, and Hey Jack.